requirements are your CN label, breakdown information, nutritional ingredient statement, allergens, and
And the valuable signature at the bottom.
pictures if possible, will also be there. For example, this is a onion ring whole grain ovenable product, and this is just Tasty Brands version. I mean, like Kristen has already mentioned, we are taking the manufacturer's information and not retweaking it or anything, so that's why every sheet is different. But the nice thing is you can save it, or you can print it, and then if you do save it, you can email it, save it to your desktop, forward it to staff, parents. So.
And if, maybe just wanna go back to that screen, just while we're on the screen, the green dots here indicate that it's a commodity product, and that is where you would have your commodity discounts coming off those products. We use a green dot system to indicate if it is a current commodity processed item.
And it
So
will
for example, when I hover over the green dot, it tells me the bid price less commodity discount equals the invoice price. On the far right, you see that's the actual case price that's listed there, without commodity discount. And then, if I were to go to a different list type called commodities, this is where you can easily access any and every commodity item that is in stock, and it's in order by brand, alphabetical. And you'll see all of the various items. And then, for example, this specific district has brown box listed, and red means they're out of stock because they've used their brown box. Green means they have inventory. If I hover over the green dot, it tells me that I have 16 cases available of my applesauce. That is live inventory, but it will not take into effect if I have 10 buildings I'm ordering for, how many open orders I have. But it is live as of this morning inventory.
So if you're at a district where your own staff is ordering, that's great that they can also be aware of brown box inventory if you want them to be. If you don't want them to be, that's up to you as well. But
can you set up building limits within that somehow? If you have separate buildings ordering, the district has a full commodity trial that they're working with, but can you set it up at that level? So if you have 5 buildings and you want them all to have access to 10 of those cases, if they're in their order guide, is that specific to their 10 cases, or?
This is specific just to the district's brown box.
The district
Yes,
overall?
it's
Yeah.
just theirs, yep, just your inventory, exact, yep.
So that's something that maybe our IT could do if you wanted to put restrictions by school on how much they could order. Currently, that's not available.
We also have, for online ordering, some districts that are fine with their managers ordering and submitting the orders and sending them all the way through. And then we have other districts where they want a check system, so they want the managers to place the order, but it doesn't actually get sent, so it's not actually being transmitted, it's just being held in an open cart. And then the director or assistant director can go in, review that order, and actually send the order on. That is also available.
And since we're on this page, we also can create district or building specific order guides. When we logged in, it defaulted to our master school order guide, but we can create an order guide that you approve just for your district or for a certain building, because of course a high school order guide looks a lot different than elementary. So I work with elementary managers. They log in and it's only their approved items for that building, and that's what it defaults to when that specific manager logs in. So individual managers can get their own logins, and then directors have a master login where they can view everything. So also on this, on our one website, under reports, you click reports and get your current PAL report, which is live data. And those are updated every day at the end of business, so you're always aware of where you're at with your commodity spending. And so using Pontiac as an example, has their DoD produce, what they allocated towards DoD and what they've spent. And then this also is the live inventory on brown box. So if you were having a staff meeting and wanted to print this out for your staff members to see it, or it's just something that you like to refer to every 2 weeks to see how you guys are doing on your brown box raisins, that is again live inventory. If you're not logged in and want to be hovering over dots.
The days old category in there?
That is how many days we've had it in our facility.
Okay.
So this year Brown Box started arriving very early. You know, years of, you know, waiting for orange juice to arrive in November, but this year, I mean, we had things showing up for 4th of July. So it was, most of our Brown Box items seem to come in quite early this year, but that just shows, you know, days on hand, so that you're also aware of how long the Brown Box items has been in our facility.
It is,
Correct, yeah.
and all of our brown box, we had all items and cases, quantities in by August 16 this year. And, you know, we at Van Eerden really try to help manage the inventory levels of brown box, along with all of the salespeople, so that if you have a manager ordering diced peaches, they're ordering that brown box product. And then we sweep the warehouse multiple times so that it's not sitting around, it's your money that's on that shelf, even though it's not out-of-pocket money. So we want you to be able to use that first.
This is what a current PAL report looks like. We work with Spark to identify wherever you needed your PAL report to look. We've created additional columns as the USDA produce pilot has gotten off the ground. We have process, brown box, DOD, and total spend. So again, it's live, it's no mystery. We want to help you use your money. We don't want to have this, you know, March, April, oh my gosh, I'm gonna leave this money sitting on the table. You know, we do feel it is the job of a Van Eerden salesperson and our team to help districts use their money and not leave it sitting on the table.
And also to help you figure out, well, if I'm using this chicken product and it's available commercially, is there something commodity that you could use to help you use that commodity money that your kids will accept? You know, to have those conversations with you and your staff to help you utilize your money better.
Any other questions while we're on our website? Okay, all right, well, going back to your questions. Number 7 was on the USDA produce pilot. We are currently involved in that program. We're offering about 7 items right now to the schools participating in it. We've met all the reporting requirements and are following along as MDE works with Farm Logics, or if it has to be manual. So we do always, you know, commit to whatever reporting is needed. We did go, you know, through the GAP audit to make sure we could participate in USDA pilots. And then we're also always trying to work with our, you know, partners in our produce community so that they can be part of the pilot and offer you more things, you know, on these pilots. So I don't know how much longer it will be a pilot, but as long as it's a pilot, we'll keep participating in it. Number 8 was on the website, so I think we went through that. And you asked about current warehouse reporting of brown box inventory. So every Monday morning, we automatically email Michigan Department of Education, and we would send that to whoever you wanted to receive that for Spark, but Terry, or also, you know, also your board members, current inventory on hand. And then we used to do a monthly physical inventory for MDE. That has shifted to a quarterly request for them. So we are in compliance with that of submitting a physical inventory every quarter. But however, whatever requests you had on the brown box inventory, we would work with you on that. You know, a weekly report. If there's, you know, certain districts that maybe aren't pulling the brown box that you would like us to identify, Terry, you know, whatever format you want to receive your reports in, we would definitely be committed to working with you on that.
What do you do about brown box that comes in with no packing and no expiration date?
Well, we inform MDE so that they can be aware, but we really haven't had too many scenarios like that so far. But if that were to occur, I think we would be, you know, taking pictures of what we received, informing the proper chains at Michigan Department of Education, and going, you know, through the USDA procurement supply chain to make sure they know what we received. And here's when we received it, and when do we need to have this to our schools, and what do we tell our customers? Because we don't own that inventory, but we want to make sure we're delivering to you, you know, product that you can use in your programs.
And we don't want product to go to waste. You know, we want your membership to be able to use that product during the school year. We don't want to end up having to release it to the camp. Not that the camp isn't important, but it's your money first.
And we would try to get manufactured labels from somebody to be able to give us dates, right, so then that we could track it, because we, in our system, in our purchasing system, we have dates of product, so then that we can properly do FIFO inventory, so.
Glenn had asked about DOD a little bit earlier, but just to expand on that, we currently have one email address that we ask for the DOD orders to be sent. So when you want to place a DOD order, you would email the order to dodorders@vaneerden.com, and therefore it's all going to one place. And as mentioned, we have a skip week to try to get you the best product that we can. We would be willing to work with Spark on what products you wanted to offer as DOD. I think we've all seen over the years, there's, certain things you want to do with DOD, your whole fruits, your whole apples, your whole oranges, but then other things may not make sense because of the value of them, or if it's a really fragile item. We have tried, we are offering prepackaged items to help increase those fruits and vegetables, and that's why we're getting currently 2 trucks from the DOD vendor in a week, so that if someone wants to try packaged cherry tomatoes or packaged broccoli and cauliflower, they're getting, again, that maximum shelf life. We're be willing to see what product mix you wanted in DOD. We've tried some new things this year, clementines, which were really well received. Everyone just was thrilled to get those past month. Squash and grape tomatoes, just to, try to help people use that money. Any questions on our DOD process?